Lesson 3. I have a cold.
Warm-up dialogue. Not feeling well. Jerry, wake up! You're going to be late.
Mom, I don't feel well. I don't want to go to school.
What's wrong?
I have a bad cold. I feel like I have a fever and I can't stop coughing, and my nose keeps running.
Okay, then I will call your teacher. But you still need to get up. We have to go see the doctor.
Oh, I don't think I need a doctor. I'll be fine if I just stay in bed some more.
No, you need to get an antibiotic shot to cure your cold.
No, I'll be fine. Really, I know how much trouble it is for you to take me to the doctor. Just let me rest and play some video games and I'll be fine.
Do you really have a cold? Or are you just trying to stay home from school?
What?
Questions. 1. In what ways does Jerry feel sick? 2. What does he think will cure him? 3. What does his mother think he needs to do to feel better?
Pictures talk.
One. Question number 1. What is happening in the picture? Question number 2. How do you know if someone has a fever? Question number 3. Have you ever had a fever? What did your parents do?
2. Question number 1. What's wrong with the boy? Question number 2. Why is his mom angry? Question number 3. Do you ever eat late at night? Why or why not?
3. Question number 1. What is happening? Question number 2. Why do you think the boy is bleeding? Question number 3. Do you know how to deal with a nosebleed?
4. Question number 1. Do you regularly see a dentist? Why or why not? Question number 2. Do you feel comfortable when you visit a dentist? Question number 3. How often do you brush your teeth? Do you always brush your teeth when you go to bed?
5. Question number 1. What's wrong with the boy? Question number 2. How often do you have a cold? What are symptoms of the common cold? Question number 3. What do you do when you get a cold?
6. Question number 1. What is your opinion about going to a hospital? Question number 2. Do you like shots? Do you like taking medicine? Question number 3. Do you think doctors and nurses are kind? Answer me. One. What's wrong with having too much fun?
Mom, I have a stomach ache.
Didn't you have a good time at your friend's birthday party?
Yes, but I ate too much.
Do you want to go see the doctor?
No, I will just walk a while. That will help me feel better.
Questions. 1. Do you often have stomach aches? 2. What do you do when you have one? 3. Do you usually eat a little bit or a lot?
2. Screening problem.
My eyes hurt. I don't want to go to school.
What did you do last night?
I just talked with my friends on the internet.
How late?
Until early this morning, I guess.
I warned you about using the computer too much. It isn't good for your eyes. Questions. 1. How often do you use the internet? How long? 2. What do you usually do on the internet? 3. Do you think looking at a computer screen too long can hurt you? 4. What do your parents think about how you use a computer? 3. Abrasions.
What happened? You have cuts and bruises all over.
I fell down while riding my bike.
You should be more careful. A lapse of concentration leads to accidents.
I know, and it hurts.
Want to see a doctor?
No, my bruises will heal of themselves in a couple of days.
Questions. 1. Can you ride a bike well? 2. Do you usually see a doctor for cuts and bruises? Why or why not? 3. Do you always wear protective gear when you ride a bike? Why or why not?
4. Extraction.
Dad, I think I need to have my tooth pulled out. It aches a lot.
It serves you right. I've told you and told you to brush your teeth after every meal, but you never want to listen to me.
But what about my toothache?
I'll make a dental appointment for you.
Questions. 1. What do you think about going to a dental clinic? 2. When you go to a dentist, do you feel different than when you go to a doctor? 3. Do you use a regular toothbrush or an electronic or sonic one? What's the difference among them? Let's talk more.
1. A testing time. Sometimes kids get so worried about upcoming exams that they get headaches. Even if they have spent a lot of time preparing for their tests, they are anxious because their parents might be disappointed in the scores. Handling stress can be very difficult emotionally, especially for young people. Questions. 1. Do you get headaches as exam time approaches? 2. Do you study every day or do you cram just before a test? 3. Are your parents sensitive about your test results? What would happen if your grades were lower than they expect?
2. Not a wink. I saw my friend yesterday and asked why she looked so tired. She said she hadn't slept a wink the night before. She was awake because her younger sister had a high fever and cried all night. The whole family stayed awake all night. When I asked how her sister was feeling, my friend said she didn't know because she's still in the hospital. Questions. 1. When was the last time you went to a hospital? Why did you go? 2. Have you ever gone to the emergency room? If so, why? What was it like? 3. Why do people need to go to the emergency room? Who goes there?
3. Sore throat. I still have a sore throat, and it's getting worse. My mom told me last week I should see a doctor about it, but I resisted. I was sure that it would get better if I just ignored it. Now I wish I had listened to her. I can't see a doc soon enough. I hope he doesn't have to operate. Questions. 1. Do you often get sore throats? When? 2. What do you do to get relief? 3. Do you rush to see a doctor, or do you just rest and take medicine at home?
4. No more eggs. Sally had to miss school today because she ate a couple of boiled eggs. She isn't sick because she ate too much, and I don't think anything was wrong with the eggs because I had some too and I feel fine. So I guess she must be allergic to eggs. Questions. 1. Allergies display many kinds of symptoms. Can you name any of them? 2. Are you allergic to anything? 3. Are there any kinds of food that you can't eat or hate eating? What are they? Why don't you like them? Real talk. A fevered situation.
What's wrong with you today?
I have a fever.
Okay, let's see. Open your mouth and push your tongue down on the thermometer. Yes, you're right. You have a high temperature. Just relax here for a few minutes while I prepare some medicine and a prescription. Just take some rest when you get home and drink lots of water, and I'll see you again the day after tomorrow.
Sir, I don't have to get a shot, do I? I'm afraid of needles.
My nurse gives excellent shots. You won't feel a thing. I promise.
No, please. I'm scared.
Okay, maybe your fever isn't too high. I'll just prescribe some additional medicine and see you tomorrow instead.
Phew. Thanks a lot.
Questions. 1. What's wrong with Christy? 2. Did Christy get a shot? Why or why not? 3. When is her next appointment? 4. What did the doctor say to Christy about his nurse? Read me.
Stay well. Doctors recommend simple steps to avoid disease. 1. Wash your hands often, at least 8 times a day, using soap. 2. Work out at least a half hour 3 times a week. 3. Maintain a balanced diet. Don't eat much fast food or instant food, and don't overeat. 4. Get a medical checkup twice a year. 5. Rest when you are tired. 6. Get plenty of sleep. 8 hours a day is preferred, and certainly more than 6 hours a day. If you nap during the day, keep it short, less than an hour. 7. Laugh as often as possible. Laughter is the best medicine. Questions. 1. How often do you wash your hands? 2. How often do you work out? 3. What happens if you eat too much? 4. How often do you get a medical checkup? 5. What happens if you keep working when you are tired? 6. How many hours do you sleep every night? 7. What makes you laugh?